Your coworker's losing his damn mind? Well, you better go find it. Bro, my fucking coffee is cold already. The fuck? I only made that like an hour ago. And had it sit here. Fuck! I have to drink cold ass piss water. All I see is marbles. Start putting them into his ear canal. Maybe his nostrils as well. That's what I used to do when I was younger. I filled my cranium with marbles. Every single orifice that could fit them. Hold on, you know what? Let me while I'm waiting for stream to start here. Let me see if the fucking widget that I was trying to set up for the whiteboard fund is gonna fucking work. Where was that? Do I still have it on here? Or did I delete it? I think I deleted it. That checks out. Actually tragic about the coffee. Dude, I don't understand motherfuckers that drink iced coffee. It's vile. Like, I get that most people drink iced coffee with like a bunch of fucking sugar and it's effectively just like sugar water. But God, fucking cold coffee is gross. I mean, granted, coffee in general is gross, but cold coffee is exceptionally gross. So let me finally fucking turn this off as well. Like, I need that right now. I don't think they drop anything new. How's it going, Gluto? Welcome, brother. Fellow coffee hater? Oh, no. I love coffee. I'm hopelessly addicted to coffee. It's just gross. I don't think there's anyone that actually likes the taste of coffee is the thing. Like, I'm almost certain there's not a single person ever that likes the taste of coffee. Coffee's kind of just one of those things that you tolerate. Coffee flavored things, though, are good. That's the funny thing. Like, dude, fucking coffee crisp? Ugh. That slaps. Coffee cake also slaps. Yeah, no, dude, coffee flavored things is good, but actual coffee always tastes like shit unless you load it up with like sugar and vanilla and other fucking Starbucks aids. Wondering if you do a video on the Black Flame shotgun for BL3. So that's going to be part of the I'm gonna do that in a conglomerate video. I'm going to do a video where it's all the different quest weapons. So that'll be covered alongside the Rogue Sight, the Kevin's Chili, Black Flame, of course, the Purple Seventh Sense, and the Big Suck. It's your boy Gruncho back with more Buncho. How's it going, Daggerwolf? Welcome. Tiramisu and coffee flavored cakes also, but dude, I fucking love tiramisu. Holy shit. Gluto. I'm so glad that got auto modded. Ate coffee, bro, so I just don't drink it. That's fair. All right, it's been like 5.5 minutes. I've been yapping, but I'm going to chug this coffee, this cold fucking coffee real quick, and then we'll get into things here. So give me 2 seconds to mute so you don't hear the disgusting sounds of me choking. Actually, you know what? Nah, fuck it. Actually, you know what? Let me crank my gain up. Let's get this really going. I tried to drink that as loud as I possibly could. I hope that was delightful for all of you. Okay. Get that off the screen. Coffee itself, I drink once in a blue moon when I haven't slept the entire night, and I drink it like a sort of medicine. So I literally just like, I forced myself to drink coffee. Oh man, that was something. I forced myself to drink coffee for a really long time until I was just able to stand it, because I was like, I need this in my life, because I just don't know how to sleep. My body does not sleep properly. And so coffee is like, unfortunately, somewhat necessary for me to function like a normal human being most days. I missed something. Hold on. How did that get modded? It was the last half that got modded. Specifically the last half in the parentheses. Honestly, not sure why people care about pearls so much. As long as they're rare chase items, I don't care if it's a teal color. The thing that I think gets lost with pearls, this is a topic that I care deeply about, because it's like, I don't know, man, BL1 pearls are some sort of fucking autistic fixation for me or some shit. Alright, I gotta get some, what does the reroll cost? But no, I think BL1 pearls are how pearls need to be done. Or like the core of what made BL1 pearls special needs to be understood when they add pearls back again. Because I think that is, yo, the ghetto burger. That's like a huge thing that I think they missed with BL2. Is it free? No, it's 25. How much iridium do I have? That's fine. Okay. I really only, actually, I kind of like the 500 crit on the Thunderfire. I might keep that. This I probably want. Yeah, there we go. That'll work. Wait, am I using Sentinel? I'm not, so I probably just want ASE on this. That worked. Good enough. And then I think this, I probably want. Oh no, it's not anointed. Whatever. I do need to. We got to get set up to actually be able to farm. So I think we're going to be going to. I need a plague bearer. So we're going to be farming some warden, I believe. Are they going to use my fucking USB port broke? So even though I want to, I can't do any drawing because my PC or my drawing tablet connects with a USB cable. That fucking sucks. Say Gex guns, I see them. Pearls. I wanted to rant about pearls more. Let me figure out where I'm going first, and then we'll do that. But yeah, it's back burner. I probably want plague bearer. Where's plague bearer come from? Anvil. Because I'm on the wrong planet. Any Jacob's Pearl is in this mod? Honestly, not. Yes, actually, yes. The Enforcer. It's a really cool one. I like the Enforcer. It's a Wilhelm reference. But no, so like, I mean, I made a whole video on this. I highly recommend my Pearl video if this is a topic you're like at all remotely interested in, because I think I talk a lot. Like that video holds up so fucking well, and I hope by some fucking cosmic interception or something, it made it to fucking someone at Gearbox. Because if we end up with like BL2 pearls and BL4, I don't give a single fuck about them. I think BL2, there was a lot of things surrounding pearls as well that made them feel cheaper, but pearls themselves dropping from just fat bugs, I think was so lame. Like, The two biggest things to me that I think made BO2 pearls not feel good. It has nothing to do with the power level of the pearls themselves. I don't care if pearls are shit. The problem is, one, I'm going the wrong way. There was a lot of bloat. There was like rarity bloat in BL2 because effervescent, seraph, and pearlescence pretty much all cover what BL1 pearls were. They've just been split up into 3 rarities that don't really differentiate from each other in a meaningful way. Seraph is just the raid boss tier. Pearls are rare world drop tier. And the effervescents are just super strong weapons. They were almost like a set tier, but then that didn't, like, that was inconsistent. There was only like 2 set bonuses with them, so that kind of fell through. Pearls and BO2 were my money source, yeah, pretty much. And that rarity bloat made them feel goofier because it's like, well, this is not as special of a rarity because there's a bunch of other things that, there's a bunch of other fucking rarities as well that effectively do the same thing. So it made the pearls themselves feel less special because they were only one part of what originally made that rarity cool. I might need, what's it called? How much damage does this give me? 10%, so it's only 50% bonus cryo damage. I don't know if that's worth it. And using all my fucking ammo here is rough. Thunderfire just clapping, okay. I guess this is the play, as it turns out. Holy shit. Well, it is a plague bearer. Where did I end off on that? I just like completely blanked on where reflux. Okay, sure. All right, and then just having them fucking the source of them being bugs and not raid bosses, fat bugs specifically, and not raid bosses, I think was also like part of cheapening them. And honestly, I do kind of worry about them for 4. I don't really have that much faith in Gearbox because I think they didn't realize what made Pearls cool by the time it was BL2. I actually prefer BL3 without Pearls because even as good as 3 was, I don't trust them to have done Pearls as well as they were done in BL1. Only good extra rarity that was added back then was Glitch because it was cool. Everything else was shit. That's the thing. Like, when you're adding an extra rarity, I'm not against extra rarities above Legendary outside of Pearl. The problem is, there needs to be a fucking purpose to it. Seraph did not have a purpose. Like, as long as Pearlescent exists, as long as Pearlescent and Legendary exists, Seraph doesn't have a fucking purpose. There's literally no point in having a specific raid boss tier. You can just have that be a legendary or have it be Pearls. I like a lot of the Seraph guns, but like... What do you think about this mod's Contraband rarity? It seems like it fulfills the same purpose as Pearls. I feel like Contraband isn't fleshed out enough. I feel like there's potential for Contraband. I don't know if it reached that potential. Because Contraband weapons almost feel like they function almost like glitch weapons, where the aesthetic of them is very unique, and they do things that you wouldn't really expect. At least the Guardian Takedown ones, I should say. The Guardian Takedown ones, they feel almost like glitch. Where like they're this very weird tier, where like they don't feel like anything else, and they feel incorrect, if that makes sense. And I think that does a lot of heavy lifting for them. Then there is also like the Wings of the Firehawk, which kind of just is a strong shield. But specifically the Guardian Takedown ones, I think is cool. I kind of just wish there was a different method of getting them. I feel like they needed something a bit more special. Like I'd almost, it would be really hard to do with a mod, but for something like that, I would almost want it to be like a tier that like an Easter egg tier. Which like could potentially have some similar issues to, is that also still just weapon damage? Ugh, unfortunate. But like an Easter egg tier where you have to like complete something a certain way to get it to drop. I think something like that could be cool. Allegedly considering making Borderlands 3 Redux 2. Dude, I can't tell you how excited I was when I heard that. I'm so hyped. I did like E-Tech weapons, but those basically just became alien barrels. Yeah, I think E-Tech and alien barrels are really cool. Is that red text a mod? Do you mean like the additional context on it of where it drops and shit? Because yeah, that is. You can hit him up about that. I don't know if Epic Energy. I don't know if many people would associate with me. I'm gonna be real. I'm kind of shocked that K6 publicly associates with me as much as he does. I feel like most people would see me as a brand risk. Dude, I'm shocked that I got a fucking sponsorship. Like, right, I should try the, what's it called? I might need to do some fucking arms race farming, man. I feel like I need a fucking toboggan. Yo? Okay, sure. Pop off like that, I guess. Oh, so where did my music go? Hello, Spotify? There we go. Hey, dude, did you guys see that the fucking Cure won a Grammy? That was wild. I mean, it was kind of just wild to see the Cure, what was it? The Cure, Deftones, and Tame Impala at the Grammys? Like, what the fuck is happening? Did we just go back, like, 3 decades? Bad Dragon sponsorship when? Epic Energy smells like wet Tasmanian devil scalp. Yeah, see, I also feel like it's things like that that would specifically make Epic Energy not want to associate with me. A BO3 Unique won a Grammy. It didn't even release any music. Yeah, it did. It goes bah! You know, when you shoot it. Pretty cool. Bang! It's a good song. You watched the Grammys? No, I fucking Googled it after it ended like a normal person. What the fuck do you mean? Fuck. Shit. There's need a fucking incendiary one. Oh, there's dropping so many Freemans. Should actually give these a try. Slightly increased accuracy, huge for the Freeman. Oh, let's see how this does. If anyone wants to sponsor me, I'd love for it to be you. Brother, I ain't got no money. Fucking nothing, yeah, okay. Alright, back to the Plague Bearer. I mean, actually, let's do this again. Fuck, man, maybe the anarchy is just the way to go. He fucking spits out Freeman's. Holy shit. Icebreaker. I mean, the Pearl's probably still better, because what, Pearl's giving me 15% V, or no, 15% total. Whoa, wait, this is 50, hold on. What the fuck? That's not what the Icebreaker usually is, correct? Okay, maybe I need to go get a fucking Vic Rush. Maybe the Vic Rush is also buffed to shit. Maybe that's where my damage needs to come from. Hold on, Icebreaker is usually... I think the Victory... I think the Loot Lemon Victory Rush is Icebreaker, right? Yeah. No, it is 50%. Okay, I'm just losing it. Holy shit. I just, like, totally fucking brain farted on the only relic that I ever use. It's that cold coffee. It ain't hitting as hard as I need it to. Yeah, I did not anticipate it taking this fucking long to get a... I mean, I guess I don't need... I have the back burner. And I really don't want to fucking do arms race, but I might have to. I'll probably do it just to find that the fucking toboggan's been nerfed. Fuck. Motherfucker! Alright, we're just gonna rock with the, I mean, I have, like, the cryo one if I really need it. Element matching has also just been, like, nerfed in this anyways, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Alright. Let's do an arms race. Just get the god roll? True. Fuck, I didn't think about that. I mean, you know, I could also just, like, I mean, surely there's one in here. I could just, you know, I just yoink a little, you know? No. You definitely want is that. Actually, I think I have enough money to just buy out everything now, right? No, I don't. Fuck. What was I doing? Arms race. No one has to see it. Yeah, I'll just like I'll turn the street or I'll turn the fucking game capture off for a second. I did a little bit of off-screen arms racing.
Great decision. Hey there, I'm Axton. And I'm Salvador. And together,
Is it bad that I have a backpack mod because I like using a wide variety of items? Brother, nothing about how you play this game is bad. You get to play this game however the hell you damn well please. If something works for you, then it works for you.
And what makes you so expert at judging my finely honed murder skills?
As former all-time great vault hunters ourselves, we're uniquely qualified to commentate on people killing each other. Also,
Is it normal for me to low-key be losing respect for most of the Borderlands game players? I mean, pretty much most of them suck ass.
no spaceship nonsense required.
I think a huge majority of the specifically the Borderlands, the bigger ones, I will say. This is no shade at the biggest ones. The biggest ones are usually chill, but there's a lot of larger Borderlands tubers right now that kind of suck dick.
Welcome to the arms.
Some of the lore enjoyers are insane, but the game players are so much worse, dude. I mean, prime example is the BL2 Molly 1 incendiary locked SMG guy. It's a great example of the problem children of the community.
Not in a fun, sexy way.
The bongin amps for 70% rebalance. That's still pretty fucking gnarly.
Everybody starts fresh. No weapons.
Probably still. Well, actually, is that worth it? Because oh fuck, I can't see.
Nada. Legal wouldn't let
I was like, I don't know how much the B was doing. I think the B was like 120%. So that's probably still worth it, yeah.
Rule number 2, you get to keep any of that sweet gear you find on the island.
But tubers or just general player base? Well, see, the problem is you can't really talk about one without the other because a huge majority of the, or I shouldn't say huge majority, a huge percentage of the general player base gets all of their opinions from these YouTubers.
If everyone on your team dies.
So it's kind of one and the same a lot of the time.
Stations around the island. And finalmente, don't get caught in a murder cane. Now, what's a murder cane, Sal? Glad you ask. Surrounding the
Joltsu's been streaming Terraria recently, and I genuinely hadn't been watching, or I hadn't watched him in the past year outside of him streaming it. Yeah, I think that's a bad sign. Dude, he's been streaming Terraria for like 12-hour days, which is crazy to see though, but like, I'm you know what, I'm very glad he's spreading his wings, you know, he's expanding out. But god, dude, Jolt's doing shit other than Borderlands, I feel like is a terrible sign of the times. That's an omen right there. I will apply to participate in a Fallout shelter. Thoughts? You should do it. I think that would be fun. Can I be the one that sets off the nuke? After playing a difficult BO2 mod, Fight for Your Life lands, I discovered that I've just been brain rotted by the musket fastball and Herald because all legendaries were locked until UVHM. Yeah, it's kind of funny to me how a huge complaint about BL3 was how you just end up getting like a shit ton of legendaries before leaving Pandora. When in BL2, the entire meta for like every playthrough of that game was within the second area. Like, literally the second map, you just get the 2 fucking items that are going to carry you through the entire playthrough anyways. That's always been an interesting argument to me. It's like, yeah, it's crazy, you know, you get legendaries early in the game and then you kind of just like win for a while. But that's just been how that's how the games have been since forever. And like to get as many legendaries most of the time before leaving Pandora as a lot of the people claim that you end up with, you do have to go out of your way to do it. So it's not even like, oh, but it just happens. Like, no, it doesn't. It really, really doesn't. The only way it just happens is with grenades. That's the only point I will concede on, is because fucking vendors are stupid. Specifically, the grenade vendors are stupid with how many legendaries they spit out. But like weaponry and shit, you do kind of have to go out of your way. Herald was so boring in BO2. Yeah, and I fucking love it in 3. BO3 Herald is... It's so goated. He did say that he wants to do more stuff other than Borderlands. It's just that his main channel is known as a Borderlands channel and he doesn't want to go through the hassle of starting a second channel. No, I completely understand that. I'm going to actually be doing a little bit of experimentation with my channel. But the only reason... Well, actually, so... I talked about this before, where my channel was, like, falling off pretty hard. I was like, well, while views and, like, subscriptions are down and shit anyways, I'm gonna start... expanding out, and like I'm gonna use this as an opportunity to start doing other shit. Guess whose views are like up to a point where they have not been forever. Guess who's about to get like the biggest paycheck from YouTube that I've gotten in the years of me doing this, after saying that I wanted to experiment with my channel more because my views were down anyways. How's it going, dude? I am going to, though. I have a Dead Zone Rogue video in the works. But no, that is a real concern nowadays. Like, being a variety channel, and going into being a variety channel after like not having done that with your channel previously and not started there, it's next to a fucking impossible with YouTube. You need to have a niche at this point. It's awful. Because what do you mean? Farming Herald and Fastball every playthrough isn't the same. Should I just hard reset? I don't know. I might get something good from him. BO2 is probably the peak of the franchise for most people, but also the reason the franchise is in the state that it is. I hope BO4 will be the game, but alas, we're going to be chasing BO2 glory days till forever. Yeah, pretty much. They would never understand the reason BO2 is so special to them is because it shaped their lives and they grew up with it. Nothing can ever compete to that nostalgia. That's the thing. I wish that, like, people get so defensive when you bring nostalgia into a conversation instead of understanding that, like, nostalgia is a crazy, crazy fucking drug. Like, legitimately. When I, like, talk about nostalgia and shit, I'm not, like, blaming someone for being nostalgic for something. It's real. Like, it's legitimately, it shapes how you fucking view things. But you whip out the nostalgia thing and you're like, well, like, yeah, of course it's gonna seem like the best thing ever to you. You literally grew up with it. At the most nostalgic point in your life, that game was there through the whole thing. And people get so fucking defensive. Like, no, it was actually just the best thing ever. And it's so weird to me. Because, like, I'll fully acknowledge that a lot of my love for 3 and 2 and 1 is nostalgia. The difference is, because I'm able to acknowledge that, I can also make arguments that aren't based on bullshit. And my perception of things is because I'm self-aware of what is and isn't nostalgia. That's why in my fucking video, I was able to confidently, like, go back and, like, pull up patch notes and shit, because I'd be like, this isn't just nostalgia. The patch cycle was better. There was so much more shit going on for this game than there was for 4. And there's gonna be people nostalgic for 4 as well. Like, there's people growing up right now with that game, and they're gonna have the same experience with it. And I do kind of feel bad because, like, legitimately it isn't going to be as good of an experience as we had with 1 or 2 or TPS or fucking Wonderlands or 3, because it's just not the same. Like, it's literally objectively not as good of an experience, but that isn't to say that there's not going to be people nostalgic for it. Gun to their head, they played BO2 today without any prior knowledge of the franchise, and the game doesn't make their top 10 games. I'm not surprised. As well, the humor of it. Like, the whole humor argument is also completely based in nostalgia. Or, like, the era you grew up in, pretty much. Like, that's the thing that really gets me with, like, BL3 versus BL2. Both of them are fucking awful cringe humor. The reason I'm okay with both of them is because my age group is literally right in the crux of, like, between Gen Z and Millennial. Like, I'm kind of right on that edge. I'm edging so hard. I'm edging to BL2 right now. Where, like, I grew up with both of that kind of shitty fucking internet humor, like the early internet humor and, like, the post-ironic internet humor and shit. So I'm like, I'm the prime audience to enjoy both types of humor. And to, like, not necessarily enjoy, but, like, appreciate and understand both styles of fucking stupid cringe humor. But, like, again, dude, if fucking, I'm telling you, my prime example here is if TPS came out today and you had the fucking birthday cat thing, like, that's awful. That's shit. That's cringe-ass fucking 2013 Tumblr humor. But that game released in the era of cringe-ass 2013 Tumblr humor.
And nobody better need me.
That's all I'm taking out of there.
Well, make sure you
I need to go clear out some of my bank, which should be easy. Yeah, Borderlands humor is always literally the same. Exactly. Like, genuinely, it has not changed. It's just the style of humor has changed. It's always been outdated cringe humor. Well, since BL2. BL1 is the only game that has, like, substantially different humor. Immature, shitty, fucking cringe humor. That's the games. That's the entire brand of these games. I need to go get some butt milk. But, like, I guarantee most of the complaints that exist about BL3 would exist for BL2 if it came out today. If not more, because BL2 would be so fucking lacking in, like, endgame and shit compared to games nowadays, compared to BL3, like... I don't know. I think just that's a... Self-awareness, I think, is an ability that just generally a lot of people lack. Not even, this isn't even just like a nowadays problem. This isn't like, oh, people nowadays are so much fucking stupider. It's always been a thing where just throughout all time, I think the ability to look inward and have some sort of self-awareness about what you're saying and your arguments and shit, I think has always been lacking. I think it's a difficult thing for people to do just as humans. But like that's... It's an important thing to, it's an important skill to learn. And I think it's a very understated skill to learn. Because it makes you like in the case of actually like discussing things and having debates or arguments and shit, it makes you stronger at that sort of shit. When you can like run through different sides of things and different arguments and shit. Because when you can actually think through things from another perspective, and you can still come out with your same thought, then that strengthens your argument. You know, like I'll sit here and it probably sounds fucking retarded, but I'll sit here and like argue with myself while I'm making videos. Like that script for the fucking 40-minute one. That was like 2 days of nonstop writing. I thought that video was supposed to come out a day earlier. I was like, yeah, I can probably bust out this script in a day, but I spent so much time researching and literally just sitting there. I'd write something and then I would argue it in my head. And I'd be like, is this actually correct? And I'd run through like different fucking sides of shit, what I might expect other people to say and stuff as like a counter. And that would, like, change things. That would change the script. That would change my point. It would strengthen my point sometimes. I argue that pooping one's pants is actually hella based and brown-pilled. See, and I would say that no, it's actually not. Unless you do it once a day. It doesn't matter where you shit as long as you only shit once a day, because shit maxing is how you maximize your time and money. Because while you're maximizing your time, that's more time that you could be making money and less time spent taking a shit. And you know what? If you, like, again, hey, back to the pants pooping, I think that's actually maybe is more efficient because that's less time that you have to spend going to the toilet, you know, going to the bathroom, dropping trow, taking a shit, wiping your ass. That's so much extra time that doesn't need to be there. You take one shit at the end of the day. Maybe, you know what, even better than shitting your pants, shit your bed. That way it's at the end of the day, all you're doing is trying to sleep anyways, you're not wasting any time. You shit once a day, you shit in your bed, you get up, and you go to work. Bada bing, bada boom. Get up that fiver, boys. Okay, hold on. Let me catch up on stuff. I wonder what the end game of 4 will look like when Gearbox is done with the end game. I'm gonna be honest, if there's no endgame added with this next DLC, the endgame of 4 is going to be what, 2 raid bosses, 3 raid bosses. I can't remember how many they've announced, but it's gonna be however many raid bosses and a takedown. And I think that's gonna be the entire end game of 4. BO2 pushed the franchise forward a ton, but I don't see myself going back to it unless you're so pigeonholed into certain builds. Or just because you're so pigeonholed into certain builds and maybe like guns at the end game. No, Friday the 13th for the NES was better than sliced bread. True. There is more build diversity in BO2 than I think a lot of people think, but yeah, no, like it is still lacking. That's always the argument I see against that is, actually there's more build diversity than 5 guns, but there kind of is and there kind of isn't. There is honestly truth to both sides of that. Like you can use multiple things, there's just very little reason to, and you're also kneecapping yourself most of the time. As much of a success as BO2 was, I still find it kind of interesting how Tannis's characterization has changed throughout the franchise. I agree. Tannis is a very interesting case. She kind of like just ends up fitting whatever role that they need her to in the moment. Going through her logs in BL1 to find out that she was once just a normal person who just went mad from the stress of being sent to a wasteland and seeing her cohorts dying around is mad interesting, and there's no mention of it afterwards. Yeah, afterwards she's kind of just like severely autistic. And that's that. And I don't know if they've ever mentioned if that's like a direct retcon or anything, because I know there's a lot of shit from BL1 that is just straight up retconned in later games. I don't know if there's any direct mention of that not being what happened with her anymore. But I wouldn't really be surprised. But yeah, no, her characterization has changed a hell of a lot. Literally, I think she's changed drastically with each game that she's been in. Because even from BL2 to BL3, while less of a change from BL1 to BL2, it is still very different. Shitmaxing is hyper efficient, and he wonders why he doesn't get sponsors. Dude, people would love to sponsor this content, alright? I'm giving free advice here. Yeah, amp is 70%, not bad. Sure, one, she's basically like quirky, wacky, wholesome, chungus scientist lady, pretty much. Finally got the Ranger Sequoia and Fallout New Vegas, I assume? So fucking awesome. You know, I don't know what that means, but I'm proud of you, buddy. Dude, I wish the passives weren't fucking cheeks on that thing. But, whatever. I mean, generally, I think BL1 is just the most interesting game in the franchise, lore-wise. Even though there's not that much of it. I think that's part of what makes it the most interesting to me. I like a lot of the subtle world building that goes on in that game. And again, just like the entire vibe of it is amazing. That's why it still ranks as one of my top games. However, I would never claim that BL1 is better than any other game in the franchise overall. Despite it being like my second or third favorite game probably in the franchise. Very close with TPS. Which again, another one that I really wouldn't claim overall is better than any game in the franchise, but like a huge majority of the reason is nostalgia. BL1 was my first game, and it ranks highly because of that. There is like some actual things that it does that I think are way better than other games, but overall it is just nostalgia. And I have no problem admitting that. I think a lot of people see it as like dismissive, and I think there are people that do use it as dismissive, but like, I don't know. It's a goofy to me. I'd probably be using Incendiary for the stacks. Which I should... There we go. We get the Daunt. Now we go for the stacks. There is also just like a weird obsession with shitting on things that people like, you know? That again seems to just be a human nature thing. But like there's a weird obsession with people going out of their way. I will say specifically this is a BL2 crowd thing. Because there is a diehard fan base for literally every single BL game. The BL2 crowd is the most rabid about actively going out of their way to like shit on the other games. Particularly 3. But I'm like, it's such a weird idea to me. Am I dead? Am I just dead? Oh my god. Oh no. Oh my god, no. This is fine, right? I respawn at that save station back there, I think. I think I'm okay. I think this is fine. But I'm like, it's, I think I said it in one of the comments on the video, but it's so weird that there's such a, there's such an effort to not acknowledge more good games and to go out of your way to try to convince people that this game is dog shit instead of just acknowledging that like, oh, well, I guess people like this game. That's cool for them. It's like this idea of having to be right about your game opinions or some shit. I don't know. It's very odd. That has, wait, whoa. That's a new gun. The cocky tendril. My grip is solid. Bro, we got the gripper. Holy shit. It's the gripper gun, but new. Their opinions are wrong, therefore I'm always right. True. Pretty sure most of the stuff around Tannis has been solidly retconned. Is that when Dahl sent her over, they were just trying to mine iridium, not iridium, which they retconned to in BO2. One is up there when it comes to single player experience. Dude, it's just such a fucking vibe. God damn, I love one. You can have favorites, but know deep down that they're inferior to other things. It's called being an adult. Exactly! And I don't understand, like, the idea that that's not... Dude, the fucking Raimi Spider-Man trilogy is like some of my favorite movies ever. Does that mean that I think they're good movies? Absolutely not. Hotfoot Teddy replacement looks like it. Let's see. Whoa. That's the dictator skin. The monarch is the dictator now. That's kind of cool. Yo, the good Juju also uses a new skin. This here, this is the, Jacob's Legendary. What is that? Oh, right, the interfacer. I forgot the interfacer's here. Yeah, we're gonna be collecting some of these. That's different. Dauntless Inferno. From Katagawa Jr. Wait a second. Alright, we might have something. We might have a side quest. There's a link between... Okay, we have a side quest. This is my favorite pearl in this entire thing. The Midnight Wisdom slaps. Okay. I need the toboggan and the tendril. Let me make sure I get the right toboggan. It was the one that... It's not that one. It was that one. That's the right toboggan. Because it's dog shit. And then I need the tendril. Tendril? Tendril. The interfacer is in this, yes. Hot shit, Teddy. Raimi's 1 and 2 were fire, 3 is my guilty pleasure. Exactly. An issue I see a lot with discussions about media is that something being a favorite does not equal the best. And that's okay. I like a lot of stuff that is objectively bad. Yeah, like, I don't get the pride in it. I think that's what it is. I don't understand how people would, like, tie their fucking pride to things that they like. I think that's the problem, is that people take like personal offense to acknowledging that something might not actually be that good. And you shouldn't do that. It's not a good thing to do. Might go grab a new executor. See if I can get something better. Alright, what's the tendril do? I guess I can read it. Beam links between targets, powerful radiation explosion. Alright. Get a nice little tendril in my cock. Mutant being upgraded to a pearl is wild. It's really fucking fun. I'm still broke. Fuck. I'm still broke. Okay. Yeah, we'll get Executor and then I'm gonna go try for the Inferno. Because I think that's fully new. I have not seen that gun even in Redux, I don't think. Unless I just haven't noticed it previously. A lot of people see games they don't like as bad games. Yeah, well, okay, all right. There was this comment that I got. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. There was this comment that I got on the, I think it was one of the BL4 videos I uploaded recently. How do I, God, they changed how the search more filters. In has date author type user. Can I not search for messages from a specific person? What the fuck? Yeah, okay. All right. So this is the craziest thing I've ever read. Ever. Okay, this was a comment on one of those videos. BL2 is better though. It's unanimously known as the best Borderlands. I'll give 3 its flowers for gameplay and support, but let's not do the whole it was successful, thus it must be good argument. That is the most like schizo-deluded thing I think I've ever heard. It's successful, therefore it must be good. Yes. That's not like a, oh, it's successful, so this must be good argument. Like, no, yes, that's literally, that's one of the few objective measures of if something is good or not, is if it's able to be successful. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Like, yes, dude, you can say Overwatch is a bad game. It's a wildly successful game. You can think personally it's a bad game. You cannot objectively say Overwatch is a bad game because it is one of the most successful shooters ever. It's not a bad game. No matter what you think about it, it's not a bad game. It is a good game. There are good things that can be unsuccessful. That is true. It doesn't go both ways. There can be good things that are not successful. If something is bad, it will not be successful. Like I'm sorry. I don't know what to fucking tell you, man. Like, it's just quality slop. You only like it because it's good. Comment. Yeah, like, that literally fucking hard reset my brain reading that shit. I'll give you credit that the game's good, but that doesn't mean the game's good. Like, also BO2 stands use that same argument for BO2. Yeah, because it's like success is literally like the single fucking objective measure that you can use for shit like this. Things which are bad can be successful by being forced on us technically. That doesn't really apply to games. Yeah, like, in some ways, there is that. But, like, especially things that are successful long-term. Like, yeah, you can have short-term success on something that's bad. Like, fucking, Multiverses, I think, is a good example of that. Multiverses was very successful. Granted, there was a lot of good that Multiverses had, but long term, it didn't last because a lot of the problems began to show itself. I would say overall that game was good and reasonably successful, but long term, it was not a great game because it couldn't sustain itself. Yeah, this is definitely a mobbing gun. So, like, short term, like, there is a bit of nuance to it, but if something is successful long term, or specifically if a game is successful long term, generally it's good. Like, generally that's a fucking. I don't know. It literally breaks my brain. Multiverse got sabotaged by Warner Bros. And was totally capable of doing fine. Yes, it was sabotaged by bad leadership and allegedly bad leadership and Warner Bros. Interference. And because of that, they weren't able to fix the biggest problems that it had, and it also had a really egregious monetization to it. For a long time, the monetization actually did get better. It just had a lot of issues within it. There is actually recently, someone got servers up and running for it again, so it is actually playable. I didn't hit the fucking save station. There's a tech spurt. Who up teching they spurt? Spurting my tech. I'm gonna head out. Have a good one. Stop shit maxing. Have a good one, Gluto. I will not stop shit maxing, though. So sorry to inform you. Wasn't LeBron James in that game? Yeah, therefore, good game. Also things that were good but turned bad, like Destiny 2. Exactly. Like, there is nuance to it, but, like, again. I don't know. Let's not do the whole, this thing was successful, so it must be good argument, you know? Can't be doing that. Can't be using objective facts here now, can we? Popular things are popular for a reason. Dude, I hate the first Descendant. The first Descendant looks like literal fucking stupid ass fucking horny gooner slop to me. But clearly that must be a good game. It's not for me. I have no interest in that game whatsoever. I'm not entirely sure I've seen people play it without being paid to play it, but the fact that that game is still going and is currently successful, obviously it's doing something right. I mean, multi-one weapon damage helps for the, no, it's weapon damage. Or no, that is just weapon damage, right? His manufacturer is weapon. It's only the type that isn't. I suppose I'll take it. Nah, we'll do one more. One more drop. The bong jam. Literally just the popular things are bad argument. Exactly. Like, you can fucking think popular things are bad. I'm a fucking music snob, alright? I understand the I hate popular thing argument, alright? I totally understand being that kind of person. I'm that kind of person in multiple fucking things. But, like, I don't know, man. Legitimately thinking that because something is popular, that doesn't mean that it's not good is goofy. That's just how you continue existing within a bubble of your own opinions. Yo, the Scorpio is still cracked? What the fuck was that weapon damage? What? Why? Why did that get, like, untouched by nerfs? God, I love the Scorpio. What a silly little guy. Because the Scorpio sucks in vanilla? I mean, it's a good shooter. For some fucking reason. Don't get me started on music. I will say music, there definitely is a lot more interference in music. To the point where it is possible for certain things to be popular because there's a reason for them to be popular. But, you know, those are also very different industries. And there is a lot of music that I don't like that is popular that I know I just don't like because I don't like it. And probably is actually good to a lot of people. What number is my thing in? There we go. I mean, fire rate, I guess. One more, just one more. Feels like what's currently going on with Warframe and the upcoming new character. She's plus size, and obviously people are very 50-50. Is she like Ellie plus sized though? She got those like big ass 2-ton titties that she could crush me under. Kind of wish BL1 got a modernization. I like the Vault Hunters in it, and I wish it played more like BL3 or even BL2. I would love for a, like, proper BL1 remake in the modern engines. I was really excited when they announced that they were doing, like, a remaster, but I don't know, the remaster ended up being a bit disappointing. It is nice. There's a lot of nice quality of life stuff in it and shit, but you know, it's cool that it got a mini map and then BL4 didn't. Folly for Warframe, personally think it looks fine. She plays well, it's whatever. I mean, dude, that happened with fucking, what was it, Gridlock in R6, I remember. There's a large woman and people were like, what the fuck? I will say the wheelchair addition to Rainbow Six, I think, was odd, but by that point, the game was so beyond what it used to be that I feel like I don't care. See that fucking Solid Snake is being added? That game is so fucking cooked. Tack shooter turned Fortnite. Oh, she do be a bit rotund, I see. I'm just like, does it matter? I don't get... It's just because people don't like fat people? She got titties. That's what matters to me. I like, Warframe's a huge fucking sci-fi game, you know? Like, I don't know, I feel like a fat bitch could put on an echo or a fucking exosuit and kick ass. Is that even what Warframes are, or are they robots? I realize I don't actually know. I didn't play enough Warframe, or I didn't pay enough attention. I don't know, one of those two. BL4 has a minimap though? It's got the fucking shitty ass radar. I'd say, but it's kind of spoilery. Man, people still play the Game of the Year edition for BL1 simply because the remaster is a memory leak, and I still don't know if it's been fixed or not. I don't think it has been, but I'm gonna be real. I never had any memory leak issue with the BL1 Enhanced. And I mostly play that when I play BL1. The only thing I wish that they fixed was, I hate that strafing kills your sprint. It's really goofy. And I don't think they fixed that in the, enhanced either. I heard people calling her the BBW frame. Grendel is already in the game. People don't have an issue with him. They got that Grendel robot. Warframe community full of degens. What did we expect? Yeah, degens that apparently can't appreciate a BBW. Damn, bro's dropping so many fucking super balls. Dropping his balls all over the place. This one's firing. When did I get this one? When did I pick that up? It's like slightly better, I guess. Too many pistols. People like the new Warframe a little too much, but then there's the people that are just irrationally hateful. Fat guy is less evil than fat woman, clearly. Yeah. Obviously. How am I supposed to goon to this shit? Per one of the best dev teams a game can have. Yeah, I mean, the one thing I know about the Warframe devs is they're, like, very open to just adding bugs as features. I think I've seen that they've done that, like, multiple times, and I think that's cool. Like, being open to, like, take something that the community likes that wasn't supposed to be there, but, like, retooling it to be a bit better. I think that's awesome. Yeah, I think we're giving up here. What is that new Warframe called? I want a researcher. Someone said it earlier. It was, hold on. Folly. Follie. Most girls are frail and weak, but you have admirable heft, girl. Dude, all fucking... That's I actually, ever since I heard Flack use that, that's been my, my go-to pickup line. It's worked wonders. As long as your goal is to be assaulted.
This is one of the best APUs money can buy, so get to buying it.
Holy, that guy built sturdy. Give me some of that, mama. Relax, MLP, relax. Can't relax with that, girl. We found the guy, the part of the community that's a little bit too excited about her. What am I doing now? Right, I wanted to side quest to Katagawa. I wonder if they fixed Katagawa. I kind of hope not. That is one of the funnier flak lines. My favorite flak line is, it's one of just like the basic combat lines, but the fucking, that one was talking shit. Just the way he fucking says it. It hits so hard. It's also just funny. Like, it's a funny line that also just goes unbelievably hard. Best line since so I scooped his eye out with a spoon. Finna make me act up. Now we need to find the hateful one. I can do that. I have a talent. I can hate anything. I have no mouth and I must vomit also slaps. Flak just has a lot of really good fucking lines. I mean, I was so I knew Flak was gonna be dope when it was announced that fucking ProZD was voicing him. Guy might have some questionable Twitter opinions at times, but he's a fucking OG. What'd you say on Twitter? Honestly, I don't even think I remember entirely. I just remember there was a whole drama about him being a bit of a hypocrite. It was kind of over not much. You know how Twitter drama is. Which, like, isn't to say he was being a bit of a hypocrite. I remember that much at least. Like, it was valid. People just hated him way too fucking much over it. Everyone says stupid shit on Twitter. That's what Twitter's for. I'm so fucking glad I don't use Twitter. Yeah. Twitter drama isn't what it used to be. Dude, I miss the Twitter drama of, like, 2016. I mean, just the drama in general of 2016, I think, was a lot more fun. Because it was just, like, everyone being retarded together. I only use Twitter for folly material. What have we done? What have we done to this man? We just, like, changed the fucking trajectory of his life after introducing him to folly. Hate a lot of drama because, like, someone will just say something a bit bad or wrong, but then people will generally call for their death. Yeah, that's why I feel like drama back in the day used to be a bit more lighthearted. There was definitely still a lot of the calling for death, but generally I feel like it was more sane, a little bit more stable. Which Katagawa is the actual one? Was it this one? No. What? Huh? I'm so confused. I guess it is. It would seem that they didn't actually fix Katagawa. Which means that this is going to be a pain in the fucking ass. You've insulted me on Twitter. Here's a 32-page document of me pulling shit out of my arse about how much of a prick you are. See, I'm just like, drama nowadays is just calling people like fucking pedophiles or exposing them for being a rapist or something, and I'm like, I miss when it was fun. I miss when it wasn't people just genuinely being a piece of shit. Or it's like, nowadays it's either someone's genuinely a piece of shit or it's someone trying to make someone seem like a piece of shit. It's one or the other. Instead of just like, this guy's really annoying and stupid and dumb and makes bad videos. Makes that SMG you're using good? Is it just insane damage? Honestly, the SMG itself is alright. I think it's mostly just the fucking crit nova. There it is. The Dauntless Inferno. I see it's ×3. Tell me that this is just like a little bit of a, tell me this is a fucking, what's it called? Pitchfork type meme. Please. It is not. It kind of is. It kind of is. It's a little bit pitchforky. It's a little bit pitchforky, and I fuck with that. My friend got accused of using her followers to harass someone. She had 100 followers. The accuser had 14K. That's so cool. I love the internet. As if you explained the Molly-1 SMG. The SMG itself is just pretty good. The effect of it is, what is it? Yeah, it's always shock and cryo, and it deals additional incendiary damage. It's just a pretty solid SMG all around, but I think it's mostly the elemental crit nova anointment that's kind of fucked. Shotgun sniper gotta be my favorite gender. Well, now what do I go do? I guess we go farm a pearl, right? Could do the serpentine. Serpentine's kind of ridiculous. Monarch. The World Eater is a fun one. Remember Elon's bootlickers talking about how he was going to fix Twitter and being pure cope over how when he told clearly that moderation is going to be much less because Elon genuinely never invests in anything worthwhile and would divest resources from moderation for whatever BS project that's based on his foot stank of the week. Only reason I haven't completely abandoned Twitter is because there's artists there who've scrubbed their entire online presence outside of their Twitter where they still post somewhat regularly. Yeah. I don't know, I mean, most fucking social media is just a cesspit nowadays. The internet's a lot less fun overall than it used to be. And you know what? Some of that's probably nostalgia. I don't think I know what the a-hole hog is. The a-hole hog. Sounds fun. What's your favorite Pokemon? Hisuian Zoroark is a good one. You know, okay. It sucks. Because I feel like all of the ones that I could say are kind of basic. Overall, my favorite is probably Groudon. I love Ogerpon. She's so cute. Ogerpon's really cute. Overall, I think my favorite's probably Groudon. Groudon's been my favorite for like the longest. Next to maybe Charizard. But that one's way too basic to be my favorite. I could never call Charizard actually my favorite. A close second, though, is Incineroar. But I'm also a big fan of Mimikyu. Okay, this thing fucks. It's not gonna do much to Mr. Carl over here, but... Seems like I'm just not gonna do much to Mr. Carl over here, actually. Fuck. A little no pew fucking world drop, sure. I wonder how the sledges is. I don't think he's supposed to drop that. It's also not the right skin. At least not what I'm used to from the Tatler. I mean, I'll fucking take it, though. I do like the Tatler. Or no, you know what? That is a unique skin. So they gave the Tatler a new skin. That's awesome. I mean, fuck it. Oh yeah, I need to try the fucking Tendril as well. Alright. Oh, I should, let me get the farm going, at least for the pearls. Where is it? And booty hole. I don't remember what the fuck it was called. Is there a Pearl Jacob sniper? I don't believe so. Not to my knowledge. Oh fuck, I don't remember what my key is. Increment. I need to fucking change that because that's going to... I mean, I guess I could just do page up. Page up and page down, we'll try. Let's go up. There we go. Godfinger? Don't think the Godfinger's in this. Hold on, let me catch up on the Pokemon. We'll get that song request in too. Great Nova might go crazy on that sniper? Fucking probably. Oh, like Groudon always looked like an angry electric razor. Yeah, he's awesome. If only there was some sort of critic that focused on nostalgic things. Hello? And fuck your water, stupid fish. Like Slitherwing, he's a big fluff ball. Slitherwing's a good choice. Tie between Oshawott and Primarina for me as far as starters go, but I'm also partial to Pheromosa because, let's be honest, they're the right fine type of bad. What do you mean, dude? Fucking the Buzzwole. Buzzwole is where it's at. Just don't know why they continue to bring the Hellfire SMG for into future games. It just becomes less and less of its former self. It's to try to keep that that one YouTube guy interested. Like I'm Sceptile? 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 You are a freak. It's like the one wrong answer. Oh, what was the song request? He's so cool. He's so nonchalant now. That's the wrong answer. Pick a new one. Pick a new favorite right now. He moves with the exaggerated swagger of a black teen. All right, well, you know what? Now you made it weird. So it's kind of like... It's kind of just straight up the foot gun. Just radiation. Sludge still doesn't feel too great. I mean, granted, this isn't the super sledges yet. Right, how much is barrier crit still? Crit damage increased by 30. The fuck was up with that IGN review? Dude, I can't believe that went live. I had a thought and I lost it. That's okay. That happens. Xerkatry is my favorite Ultra Beast. My favorite Ultra Beast is, I mean, it's definitely fucking Buzzwole. I love Buzzwole. Although, Kartana's also really cool. Sledge's Super Shotgun. Sledge's Super Shotty in vanilla, it's cool, but it's kind of just shit. It's better than it was in BL2, though, probably. Did you ever get the hybrid Tatler? God, no. Fucking wish. I still don't even know if it actually exists. I don't know why I decided to pick Hawk Call to farm. It's one of the most annoying fucking things to farm. Why was this the pearl I decided to start on? Favorite Ultra Beast is Stack Attack. Stack Attack is a good choice. They named a bear after Matt Pat. Thezersis Matt Patty. That's wild. I mean, I know there's a tarantula named after Johnny Cash as well. Now I want a shiny hunt. This is all your fault. Hey, listen to this. Real ones know what that sound is. It's right next to me because I've been considering getting back onto the shiny hunt grind in Ultra Moon. By the way, I highly recommend buying either a 3DS XL or a new 2DS XL. Either one's very good. I personally prefer the 2DS because the 3D has a higher chance of fucking up, and I never use it anyways. But they're still like full price, and there's a reason for that, alright? They've never depreciated in value, because they're one of the best fucking gaming consoles of all time, I swear. They're still like the single best handheld gaming console. And I'm including like the full-on fucking gaming PCs like Steam Deck, alright? You mod one of those bad boys, oh, easiest thing ever to do, and you win forever. 3DS is amazing. Why did they discontinue it? For the Switch. The DS died for the Switch. I have a GBA. I got a Game Boy Color. Right now it's kind of torn open because I put a backlight in it, and then, dude, I need to actually put that back together. I put a backlight in it, and then because of the backlight, I learned that my capacitors were fucked and could not supply power properly for the backlight, so I had to buy new capacitors. And by the time the fucking capacitors came, my soldering iron just, like, shit the bed. I need to get a new tip on it. And I have not gotten around to measuring the tip to figure out what size I need to order. And I need to do that so I can put it all back together and fucking get back on my Pokemon Gold grind. By the way, I bought a real original copy of Pokemon Gold for like $30 on eBay. I think those go for like 100 and something now, or at least like 70, I think last time I checked. Because I got it before original copies of Gold were like worth anything. because the value of Pokemon games fluctuates very weirdly. They're like, they go up and down in a fucking wave. I think the only one that's consistently stayed at high value is Emerald. Is that a pearl? No. I thought I saw a pearl. How much are they? I've never checked. The 2DS is usually around, well, this is Canadian. It's usually around 200, like 180 to 200 is usually a good price for the 2DS XL or the 3DS. But you can also get older DSs. Like, dude, you could get a DSi, which is also very easy to mod, for like $50. Thoughts on Dragapult? Dragapult's pretty cool. I'm a fan of Dragapult. Not as much of a fan of Dragapult as I am Goomy, though. Or Goodra. Goodra, I think, is probably one of my favorite. It might be my favorite pseudo, even though it's shit. My favorite pseudo that's actually good is Tyranitar. Either Tyranitar or Baxcalibur. I haven't gotten to play with Baxcalibur that much because I wasn't a huge fan of fucking Scarlet Violet. But I'm a fan of it. I'm a big Godzilla head. Opinions on low kicks? Low kicks is dope. The menace of UU. Goonie Tro. Y'all don't know true sadness until you see your Pokemon save file on a cartridge disappear because the battery in the cartridge died. That's what was also happening to my fucking copy of Gold. I had to replace the battery in it. And that was the last thing I got to do with my soldering iron. So now my fucking Game Boy has been sitting in pieces. How's it going, Venus? Welcome, brother. Comp players over glazed tinted lens. Nah, you don't get it. It's the best thing ever. I don't know. I do find it really funny that, low kicks effectively is just like the skill check of UU. Yet is completely worthless in OU. I think low kicks' current position is just ideal because it's funny. I don't know what it is about Tyranitar, but I swear it has anti-mimetic properties. I always forget it's Gen 2 and not actually a ground dark type Pokemon. Yeah, it's rock dark, isn't it? Such a dog shit typing. What is UU and OU? I'm not familiar with Pokemon stuff. It's the ranking system for singles. The ranking for singles is, well, the Smogon shit is based on usage. So OU's overused, UU's underused. And then sometimes you'll see BL, that means they're on the ban list. So you'll have like OUBL, where it's banned from OU usage. However, it's not strong enough to be, it's too strong for OU, but it's not strong enough for Ubers, is effectively what that means. And there's UUBL, which is the same thing. It's underused, or it's too good for underused, but not strong enough for OU. I'm understanding UUBL, not OUBL. I think OUBL used to exist. I don't know if it still does anymore. I think now it just goes straight into Ubers. There's a BL for everything. But I think the OU one is gone, or I just like dreamt that came to me in a dream at some point. I like 70% of that. I know the slightest amount of info on competitive Pokemon. You know what? All you need is a fine gentleman named Jimothy Cool. Go subscribe to him on YouTube. Am I alone with that Tyranitar thing? I think you are. I remember that he is Rock Dark because of how dog shit of a type it is. It's gonna be really funny if he's not actually Rock Dark and you're trolling me and he is Ground Dark, but I believe he is Rock, right? Hold on. You're making me second guess myself, Tyranitar. Yeah, Rock Dark. Because it's twash. Rock Dark has niche uses? Yeah, Tyranitar. I think I've missed a couple farms. Whoopsies. I always love when a Pokemon thrives despite its typing. I mean, dude, Tyranitar is like probably the best example of that I can think of. Look at Chen Pao. Dude, I fucking love Chen Pao. Also a good example. But yeah, no, like Tyranitar is literally probably one of the worst typings. I don't think it's the worst, but it's definitely up there. And dude is killer. Maybe I hit him with the reflux. Maybe the reflux claps out here. I feel like I need to be killing this fucker faster. I don't think I have the ammo pool for, what's it called? See how the toboggan reflux does. Play offense / hyper offense in Smogon. I usually do too. Although stall can be funny. I do a little bit of stall from time to time. Because I really like how mad people get. Yeah. Ain't working. Yeah, no. Maybe try a little bit of Trevenator action. It's also not great. Where did that guy go? What? You! Is there a fucking type meta in Pokemon? Isn't it so that all types have weaknesses and strength? Yeah, there's a type meta in Pokemon. Bug types kind of pooper in general. Dude, Bug, that's an understatement. Bug is fucking awful. Ice is also generally rough, but Ice is at least really good offensively. Typer stats? It depends on the Pokemon. some Pokemon like Tyranitar have enough things going for them that they work in spite of their types. But some have really good stats but completely falter because it's not good enough to overcome types. So it kind of just depends. Well, that worked. I guess the Tatler's the way to go with them. Carvana, I fucking hate people who use it because always turn one switch in, they use Protect, always, and it just gets tiresome. Bug type moves are pretty epic because you got utility like U-turn, but defensively Bug is pretty meh. Yeah, that's the thing, like, as a type, Bug is awful, but they do have some nice fucking moves. The only thing that annoys me is that U-turn can be learned by, like, so much random bullshit. Like, dude, fucking, why the fuck can Incineroar learn Leech Life? I'm so glad that he can, but why? Why does that Pokemon learn Leech Life? I don't understand. Incinerchud. Listen, I play exclusively singles, alright? Me using Incineroar is based, okay? I play, like, exclusively fucking, Sun and Moon singles. That's most of my fucking game time. It's either Sun and Moon singles or, just Ranbats in fucking Gen 9. But hold on, let's whip up the Incineroar page, okay? Let's see this shit. Let me show you how based I am, because this motherfucker sucks ass. Incineroar, Smogon. Where is it? There we go. Look at this man. NU. Actually, wait, this is Scarlet Violet. RU. Or no, that's Sword and Shield. Hold on. Okay, no, we're back. We're in NU. Clicked the wrong ones. Too many S's now. Fuck. Sun Moon had the most wild competitive scene. I love it. I fucking love Sun Moon because, dude, having Z moves and Mega Evolution is so much fun. But yeah, my boy sucks shit in here. All right. Also, this is like he also learns Earthquake, which is wild, which is fucking crazy. But yeah, no, he's kind of stinky. But I love my boy, my goat. He works decently as like a hyper offense pivot. But I don't know, you kind of have to force him to work a little bit. It's not good. Doubles is also cool because the meta's more diverse. The problem with doubles is I'm too fucking retarded for it. I think doubles is really cool. I do watch a lot of doubles content. But I'm like, I don't think I'm smart enough for it. I love all the synergies and shit that you can get going on in there. But I'm a stupid little fucking pea-brained gremlin. So I stick to my comfort zone in the singles. Are you a Screens hyper offense? Screens hyper offense is chud. I've attempted it before. It doesn't really work for what I generally do. Just cause like, I mean, I don't know. I feel like screens and singles in general is really fucking rough. I've attempted it a few times. I've tried it for my, Sword and Shield team. I was trying to run, like, screen setting Tapu Koko. And then I realized that it's just not fucking worth setting up screens because you have to waste so many turns swapping around anyways. Kind of just shitty. Wolfie also makes doubles content. That's so cool. Dude, I feel so bad for that man. That fucking one video he uploaded was wild to hear. But yeah, no, I love him. I think Wolfie is it's Wolfie and Moxie boosted are the two doubles YouTubers that I check out often. Remember blowing one of my classmates? Huh? I remember blowing. Sorry. I remember blowing one of my classmates' minds when I brought up that you could farm BP from the Ultra Sun / Moon surfing minigame instead of slaving away in the battle tower. Dude, but the battle tower slaps. So I will say, the one thing I do have in my Sun and Moon team that I think really pisses people off, it's literally my game winner most of the time. Because my Sun Moon team is not at all viable, or it's not like optimal. It's a little bit goofy. But then I just have fucking Marini, or not Marini, the evolution of Marini, whatever the fuck it's called, Toxapex. No, it is Marini. Is Marini or Toxapex the evolution? I can't fucking remember. I got that in my fucking offense team, and usually that's what ends up dubbing out the wins. Dude, fucking, she's so gross. I love it. So goated. Dude, it's so funny. People get so mad when you just sit there and fucking regenerate her away. So clutch when she needs to be. It's like 9 times out of 10, fucking Toxapex ends up as both my lead and my fucking finisher. I start and end with that bitch. I beat a stall team with my hyper offense team because I outstalled them. Dude, it's vile. Like, that Pokemon is disgustingly good, and it's pretty much the only reason that my team actually works. Because the rest of it is questionable. I don't know if I actually... Hold on, let me see if I have it loaded up right now. I'll read out my team members. Showdown. Deadass went 250 turns. Holy fuck. You disgust me. I should. Okay, I do have it. So I run Oh yeah, okay, so I'll go through all my teams. I'll just read out the mods. I won't go through everything. So my Gen 8 team is wait, which of these is my main one? I think it's this one. Okay. It is Extra Drill, Rillaboom, Holucha, Tapu Koko, Gengar, and Weevil. The main core of this, Extra Drill's like my lead to set up fucking rocks, and that's pretty much his purpose, as always. Rillaboom and Holucha are kind of like my core, just because grassy terrain, grassy seed with the Holucha is funny. My Gen 9 team... Oh, okay, I shouldn't say... This isn't my Gen 9 team. This is kind of just like my fuck around and find out team, where it's a Alolan Ninetales, Alolan Sandslash, Meowscarada, Cloyster, Holucha, and Indeedee. And then my Gen 7, my main boys is... Again, this is going to sound really goofy. It is goofy. Galvantula, Toxapex, Weevil, Mawile, Kartana, Incineroar. I will take no questions. Toxapex in a defensive team is just mean. It is, and I'm so happy with it. I think my favorite thing to ever exist in any mon that has rough skin plus Dragon Tail, because I get to add Rocky Helmet to it. You know what? You're almost worse than me. Multi-tap. Gladly. How's it going, Ashbell? Welcome. Grassy Glide also doing funny things or funny shit with grassy terrain. Dude, I love Rillaboom. Pre-nerf Grassy Glide makes me really happy. I really want to try Scarf Kartana in a hyper offense. Dude, Kartana you can just throw into like any offense team and it works. Kartana's kind of vile. I didn't originally want to use it. Dude, I'm gonna be real. Originally, that team, I'm embarrassed to say it. That team originally was attempted to be used with a Goodra and a Gardevoir. Just because I thought having the fucking Gooner Pokemon would be funny. That then went down to just Gardevoir because, dear God, Goodra sucks ass. And then Gardevoir got swapped out with Kartana when I realized I needed something real. I was like, I need something significantly more real on this team than fucking Gardevoir. But yeah, that's how that team went from like kind of being trolly to actually being good, and it was mostly just. What's funny, it was actually Galvantula and Kartana that made this team real. Galvantula Sticky Webs is really nice. That's generally the game plan. Is I start the game setting up Sticky Web and Toxic Spikes, and then I just win. It's a good time. Actually, yeah, no, so I wanted to check. I don't use Scarf Kartana. I'm using Kartana as my my Z move because Kartana hitting a fucking Normalium Z is just kind of crazy. It's really good coverage for literally anything that could possibly fuck up my day. Joltik's one of the cutest Pokemon of all time. I fucking love Joltik. It pisses me off that there's still not any true spider Pokemon. Not one of them has 8 fucking legs. But Galvantula and Araquanid, I love. I think that's higher than my previous. Fuck off, bro. I'm trying to look at my loot. Fucking Pestilence. I think that's better than, I could try to hit him with a little multi-tap action. Multi-tap might do something. Yeah, that's way better. Still on that modded Zane run? Indeed we are. Rockwind is so cool. Dude, fucking Water Bubble is crazy. Rockwind fucking carried so much of my modded Ultra Sun run that I did. Don't like Mega Galissopod. I wish they gave him an evolution. Should have made him an honorable samurai Pokemon. That's so tough and fits a Guzma. God, I miss Guzma. I don't even know. Do I remember what the fucking Mega Galissopod looks like? Oh, right, they just gave him more arms. Yeah, it's kind of lame. Galissopod's like the coolest Pokemon that just I never want to use ever. Gen 7 did have some of the best looking bug type Pokemon, and then there's Lurantis, which I just find hilarious being a plant pretending to be a bug. Yeah, he's got that. Dude, Lurantis has dripped the fuck out though. Oh my god. Those pants, man. I love Lurantis. I just love Gen 7. Gen 7, see, here's a case where nostalgia has a huge factor in my opinion. Gen 7, I think, personally, is my overall favorite generation. It's the one that I've easily put the most time into. But no matter what, saying that feels so wrong to me because Gen 6 is what, like, really got me back into Pokemon after a long hiatus. And, Gen 6 just fucked so hard for me. And it holds such a special place in my heart. that like it just has to be almost a tie between Gen 6 and Gen 7 for favorite generation. Atlas pistols just feel so damn good to shoot. Dude, true. Atlas pistols are some of my favorite guns to get in arms race. I mean, they're some of my favorite guns in general, but oh my god, the non-uniques even feel damn good. Stopping by, I have some videos to edit and I wanted to say hi. Hey, thanks for stopping by. That's what I was trying to say. Appreciate it, brother. Have a good one. See how this goes. Yeah, you know what? That certainly worked. Hello? There we go. Kind of miss when Pokemon games had actual villains. Every game since 7 has had some sort of noble undercurrent to their goals they used to justify their existence. Yeah, I mean, even 7, like, Team Skull was kind of villains, but I liked that, like, Lucamine was the real villain. I really, really like Gen 7's story. The only issue with Gen 7 is the amount of fucking cutscenes it has. But it's a beautiful region. It has some of the coolest Pokemon ever. You get both Megas and Z moves, which are fucking awesome. I really like the trial system and shit. I think it was cool switching it up, and I think it was a fun way to switch it up. And the story is really dope. And dude, Team Skull is probably one of my favorite, like, enemies. Like, enemy factions just ever. I think they're so goofy and fun. And Guzma just slaps, dude. I fucking love Guzma. Skull was just silly. We love Team Skull. I love that, like, I love the dynamic where Team Skull is, like, these stupid fucking silly ass, like, they're just such dim goons. But Guzma's, like, actually competent. Guzma just slaps. Guzma fucks so hard. I love Guzma. Guzma gang unite. Let's fucking go. I wish mainline Pokemon games used double battles more. I feel like I'd probably like them more if they did. If I had more experience with them, but Golisopod has a Mega. Golisopod does have a Mega. It's kind of mid. The mid Lissopod. Guzma's theme is great. Dude, the music. Oh my god, I didn't even think about that. The music in fucking Sun and Moon. Ugh. Guzma's an absolute menace in the anime. I don't think I ever watched the Gen 7 episodes. But yeah, I don't know. Dude, there has not been a single fucking, like, enemy faction leader that I've liked nearly as much as Guzma. And that includes Giovanni. Like, Giovanni's dope and all, but he ain't no Guzma. Pokemon music's always the best part of every game. That is true. It's factual. The words y'all are saying aren't even real. The fuck is a Guzma? Listen, alright? Get you a fucking 3DS. Get you something from the 3DS generation. Mod that bitch. Play Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Well, not and. Just play one of them. You don't have to be a freak like me and play both of them multiple times over. But do that. Do yourself a favor. Do those things. And have a great time. Dripped out motherfucker with broken sunglasses? I don't think they're broken. Aren't they just supposed to be like sun and moon? I think that's intentional. Or are they like actually shattered? I can't remember. Hold on. Talking about the shape, or are they actually broken? Guzma. Let me see that Guzmar. You know, his sunglasses are fine. I think you're crazy, buddy. I never even thought of that. That makes more sense. I love Gallisopod, but I cannot defend its usage. First impression used to be its signature move, but now it's common and on better Pokemon, low HP and slow as fuck. Dude, yeah, the ability is what kills it, too. Like, I think its ability just sucks dick and balls. Because the problem with the ability is, even though it's meant to, like, get you more first impression, it's more so just a way of the enemy fucking your day. Like, it is significantly better for your opponent to use that against you than it is for you to, like, benefit from it. Did I kill him? I did. You know, be saying, but Tactical Retreat also had a regenerator? Dude, that would actually be crazy good. That would make up for Gallisopod being utter dog shit otherwise. So I don't know if it would be as good of a water bug as a Rockwanid with, you know, water bubble, but it would at least be a contender. So what you gotta do, you do the Gallisopod eject button. You know, full, full fucking tank Gallisopod eject button. Can he also learn U-turn? How much can you just jump in and out of a fight with fucking Gallisopod? Just be as annoying as possible while you slowly die. Gallisopod's Mega turns into Steel Bug, I think. I fucking hope it's not Steel Bug. Gallisopod losing its fucking fire, well, not resistance, but its fucking neutral fire, I think is probably the worst thing that could possibly happen to it. Going from neutral to fire to fucking 4 times. Fire, is it hold on, is that real? There's no fucking way. Mega Gallisopod pipe. Oh my god, it is. Going from bug water to bug steel. It's okay. It gets immunity to poison. Don't even fucking worry about it. Yeah, from fire neutral to fire 4 times, fighting 1/4 to fighting neutral. That's actually crazy how shit that is. Oh my god, my poor boy. How big of a difference is a 3DS versus 3DS XL? Because I found a regular 3DS for 140 euros, no charging cable. You don't gotta worry about the charging cables. They're pretty easy to find. If you have, what I would honestly recommend looking around. Oh no, you're fucking Estonian. Do you guys have, like, retro game stores in Estonia? Is that a thing there? I was gonna say, that's the best thing to do, is look around for, like, retro game stores that might have, like, refurbished ones or something first, because generally you can get them cheaper there. But you know, the biggest difference is just the size. really. I think there's a few games that are exclusive to the newer gen 3DSs. I don't think it's that many things. Generally, I would also recommend, like, especially for that price. I mean, honestly, I don't know how much, like, what is 140 euros in Canadian? That's probably still like 170, right? For that price, I'd recommend just going for a 3DS XL or 2XL, or a 2DS XL, because I think that's a little bit overpriced for a normal 3DS. I think generally, I don't think I'd buy a 3DS over like 100 in euros, probably. 140 seems high, especially for no charger. But, you know, the 2DS XL is really nice because something that does happen with, especially the 3DSs, the original 3DSs, sometimes the 3D gets stuck on. That's actually what happened to mine, and luckily it happened right when the new 2DS XL was coming out, and so GameStop had a trade-in, where you can trade in your old 3DS and get, like, I think it was like you got like $100 off of the fucking new 2DS XL or something. So I traded in my old busted fucking 3DS. Did not tell them it was busted. That's for them to figure out. By busted, I mean, it still worked. It literally just had the 3D stuck. But I traded that in to get a nice shiny new 2DS XL, and that's still what I have here. My original one. Day one, baby. Day one. Not really, because we were just recovering from being under big Russia when retro gaming started to be a thing. You know, I'd recommend just going for, like, it is going to be a little bit more expensive, but going for the XL or the 2DS XL is worth it. Like, I'm telling you, it's so worth it. Okay, let me rephrase that. It's worth it if it's something that you know you're going to be getting a lot of time with. One, they're bigger, so it feels significantly better in your hands. As good as a DS can feel in your hands. There is actually grips and shit that you can get to slide onto the back that makes it feel more like a gaming controller, which is kind of nice for longer sessions. A piss. Okay. Sure. Goodbye, Among Us. Actually, I shouldn't get rid of it. We'll keep the Among Us. But yeah, especially if you're not able to find a 3DS for cheaper than that, I'd recommend just dropping the extra, like, 50 that it would be. I would use it mostly for would be Monster Hunter on travels. Okay, so if it is just something that you might, like, whip out here and there, then yeah, going for a 3DS might be better. But hold on, let me do a little research. Let me actually see, because maybe 3DSs are just more expensive than I remember them being. I might just be crazy. And maybe 140 is good. Let's see. Okay, yeah, no, 116, 180, holy fuck. 140 Canadian. That's an XL. 147 Canadian. 118. Yeah, so I would, what is that to euros? 140 CAD to euro. Yeah, it's 86 euros. So I really would not go above 100 euros for a 3DS. As well, keep in mind, so you will get cheaper consoles from Japan. They are going to be locked to Japanese. However, modding fixes that. So if you want to go even cheaper, buy from Japan. Because modding them is super fucking easy, and you can completely, like, disable all region locks once you have it modded. How's it going, Jovi? Welcome, brother. Got no super sledges, I'm noticing. Wonder if the super sledges is gone for some reason. $2DS XL really does have the OG DS fat feel to it. Yeah, I don't really like the DS or 3DS XL nearly as much. Doesn't have as good of a hand feel. 3DS has been spiking in price recently. Yeah, honestly, seeing them over 100 Canadian is kind of wild. I haven't seen them over 100 in a minute. Just casually 100% BL3 in Wonderlands. Hey, congrats, brother. Explain your build. Blue, purple. Pretty basic stuff here. I mean, this is literally just like a basic fucking vanilla build, pretty much. The only difference is my gear. Got that B shield. The pearl I don't want, but it's also just kind of the best thing that I have right now because I don't have an icebreaker Vic Rush. Because I don't feel like going and farming an icebreaker Vic Rush right now. Eraser? Do I have a eraser? I actually don't know. I do have a eraser. Eraser's right there. I haven't been noticing it as much, actually. I wonder if the number is the same. I wonder if the if something about it has been changed with this shit. If you have any particular questions, I can answer them. But also keep in mind this is not currently vanilla. But I can answer vanilla questions if there's anything in particular you are wondering. So 3DS and 3DS XL don't have much of a difference, but the new 3DS XL has a much better screen quality. Great. Dude, I totally forgot there was the 3DS XL and new 3DS XL. God, I hate their fucking naming conventions. Never thought I would say 100% a Borderlands game at all. Well, hey, what else is there to do? Play 4? I just looked at a local reselling site. One of the sites had no 3DSs, and the other one had a 250 euros, so I'm kind of fucked, it seems. Does eBay work in Estonia? That's where I'd recommend. Either that or you could also browse pawn shops. Pawn shops generally might be a little bit more expensive, but at that point you're kind of just paying for convenience. BO4 was actually my first 100% for a Borderlands game. God damn. So that's fucked up. That is kind of fucked up. I'm sorry to hear that. I feel like I've definitely done more than 20 runs. Have I just been really bad at keeping track of this, or is fucking Carl just that slow to kill? Yeah, eBay had the 1 for 140 and that didn't include shipping. Oh, right, I bet that Estonian shipping is probably rough. Dude, getting something shipped from America right now is fucking rough. And I'm right above those motherfuckers. So actually, generally, you might also get cheaper shipping if you buy from Japan, which is kind of funny. I get cheaper shipping buying from Japan sometimes than I do even buying like from within my country. Show a little hell shot. That's not a ×2. Wait, what? Is that also a scream of terror that I just saw there? Did y'all see that shit? Yeah, it is. I don't like ×1 hell shock. It was goofy. BO4 is good, it just lacks endgame like any BL game on release. I mean, I don't think that's entirely true. BO3 had plenty of endgame on release. The bigger issue, though, is that it doesn't seem like there's any endgame planned. Aside from, like, 2 more raid bosses and a takedown, which... The takedown is the only thing of that I think is really different endgame. And I kind of feel like at this point, if we were going to get some endgame with the DLC, they would have said something by now, but also their communication has been fucking ass, so who knows? But, I don't know. I don't have a lot of faith in the DLCs bringing in new endgame. I know they've also been talking about how the new bounty packs are bigger and shit, but I don't know. I also think that just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how big the DLC is if it's not, like, very repeatable, and if the only endgame that it adds is killing more bosses. And the fact that they're focusing on how long it is rather than the actual, you know, depth. I think it's still just tweeting shit to tweet shit. It's like from Germany, Italy, France. It's like 20 euros for shipping? Those are the main countries selling 3DSs? That's kind of rough. So I found my fucking old DS Lite a while back. I need to replace the fucking screens on it, though. It's fucking cool, though. It's one of those dope-ass, like, black and red ones. Smart, though. And a fearmonger. I'll take the fearmonger. Why not? Oh, wait. Right now, BO2 and TPS are at like 89%, BO1's at 79%. Just trying to make that final little push. Love Estonia, but the shipping is so rough. Because like 50% of the time stuff doesn't ship here, and if it does, it's expensive as shit. Holy fuck, dude. You know what? I know what the problem is. I need more upbeat music. This shit's starting, my playlist is starting to put me to sleep. I don't know why it's just playing slow shit today. It's okay, I know what I can do. I know I can fix this. I got some albums to catch up on. Just gonna have a little bit of a Amaranth fucking marathon. Because what is it? I haven't listened to Manifest or was it? Or that Catalyst yet. This'll wake me up. God, what Gearbox did to TPS, dude, it's such a fucking shame. I should move to the US just for the shipping? True, that's probably worth it. Surely. Fuck it. I'll take a sickle. I guess I'll take a chaos too. Or like Central Europe, that might be the better option. Not getting many fucking purple E-techs, which is lame. Let's make sure this does actually drop from this guy. Okay, yeah. Hot Carl. The a-hole hog. So maybe I gotta go scrounge around local shops and hope for the best. That might be the play. I've seen people get lucky at fucking like thrift stores even sometimes. I'm gonna turn the music up a little bit. Hold on. Noticing it looks a little quiet anyway, so I got some wiggle room here. Gonna go eat something before I continue? Sounds like you're falling off the grind set, buddy. Eating to sustain yourself? Unheard of. Man, it's just another Tatler. I don't care. I have enough of those. I think I'll do some BL1 achievements. Saw broken 3DSs for 70 euros on eBay just for part replacement. Yeah, there's a lot of those. Honestly, sometimes some of those are even fixable. It kind of just depends on what the problem actually is. Like, sometimes you can get lucky and you'll see a fucking part replacement one that just has a fucked up screen. And otherwise it still works. And getting a screen replacement, while it can be a bit of a pain in the ass, as long as you have, like, experience opening that shit up, and I mean, honestly, even if you don't, there's tons of fucking tutorials on how to do it properly. It's not that hard. Well, like, buying replacement screens isn't that expensive. Gotta find the people you can abuse that don't realize that something is actually fixable. I just might as the kids call it cooked. I believe in you. You can get that 3DS grind set going. You know, I'll be the hero that you need here, all right? I'll spend my time trying to develop like some sort of charity group. Our entire mission is getting DSs in the hands of poor Estonian children. And you'll be the first on the list, Nid. Don't even worry about it. That Estonian 3DS philanthropy. Your song has been added to the queue. It'll play next. I should start a GoFundMe. You should, and make it sound like you're dying and it's like really sad and you live in like a fucking dirt box.
I'm gonna crack your spine.
Dude, actually, fucking does Pretendo have support for the for Pokemon yet? I'm fucking waiting for. Hold on, side quest. I need to take a quick little break from murdering Hot Carl. I just thought of that. Pretendo is a for those unaware. Pretendo is a service for DSs where it's trying to like get servers back up and running. I think it started for Mario Kart. I want to fight people again. I want to be able to fight people in game instead of just having to rely on fucking, what's it called? Yeah, game servers recreated. But what games? What games? Progress. Let's see. Yo, okay, hold on. They got support for Team Kirby Clash Deluxe. That's actually baller. Pokken Tournament too. I don't see any Pokemon. Why don't you tell your viewers about emulators? Because it's not the same. It's not the same. Fuck my stupid Chungus life. Why do I have to live in a Looney Tunes ass country? That's what you should title the GoFundMe. But yeah, I guess you could also just like buy a Steam Deck and emulate on it, but it's not the same. No, it don't hit the same. I need that dinky ass flip phone looking console to whip out on the bus and hunt my monsters on. Dude, I'm telling you, bitches love it when you whip your DS out in public. I get so many staring at me. Sometimes they'll like move away from me so that I can't smell how wet their pussies are getting. Fuck. I fucking. I tried really fucking hard to keep that one straight. I could not. I love that fish stick. Bitches love the DS. True. Okay, I think that's my first rad one. I guess I should actually be like paying attention to this. Like there is a chance here that I could be getting hybrids, and I have not been paying attention to the red text at all. That's how I'll find my true love. I'll just walk around on the streets with my DS out. Gotta whip out the DS. Dude, listen. Street Pass still works. Alright? You can connect with your boo thing on Street Pass. I don't know how many Estonian baddies are fucking using their 3DS Street Pass functionality, but you know what? Maybe there's like 2. You'll never know unless you try. Just set your Street Pass fucking tag to be your phone number. That's how you do it. Swear to God, must be like 5 DS users across the whole of Estonia. I don't know. I'm sure there's probably some Estonian Nintendo YouTuber that owns a bunch of them. Just gotta hit him up. Surely there's one. A grease trap. We have like 7 YouTubers and none of them are Nintendo focused. You expect a lot of the million people we have. Every location has one Nintendo obsessed retard. They have to exist somewhere. You're just not looking hard enough. It's a constant. It's a law of the universe that every place has one, at least. There was like tribes in fucking the middle of the Amazon and shit. There's surely one. What is it? The fucking North Sentinel Island people? Yeah, I guarantee one of them loves Nintendo. Even if they're that obsessed, they won't sell their 3DS to me, but maybe they'll sell you one of the, like, 17 that they have. You can also always kill them. Isn't that allowed in Estonia? Can't you, like, kill people with rocks? Isn't that chill there? You can, like, challenge people to rock-based combat. God damn it. Get out of there. You fucking rat. And it'll probably have, like, cum stains? Well, yeah, every second-hand DS comes with cum stains. That's part of it. What do you mean? Hell, even first-hand DSs sometimes came with cum stains. That was part of the experience. A nice little treat for you to lick off when you got hungry. There's nothing quite like cracking open a DS, and I do mean cracking, when they're so just encrusted, like some of them are. You have to break the seal on it. Pre-cummed DSs. Time to grind again. Twitch asked if I wanted to send the previous message. Hitting you with that fucking... Are you sure about this, Chief? Is this really what you want to put out there right next to your name? Are these really the words that you want to hit send on next to your username? Are you sure about that? I kind of appreciate that. I'm glad that they're looking out for my viewers. I'm even more glad that my viewers aren't listening. Fucking suck my asshole. Good lord. Oh wait, that's a super shoddy. Where did it go? What the fuck? Did I not just pick that up? There it is. I mean, it's definitely feeling better. I don't even know if it feels better than it did in vanilla, though. I don't think it does. Newsflash, my real name is in fact not Nidguy? Wait, what the fuck do you mean? Why are you in my Twitch chat lying? All of my Twitch chatters are supposed to have their full legal name and SIN number next to their name. Is this really what you want your digital footprint to be? To be honest, I have like 3 online names I go by, and Nid is the one that I've never told anyone IRL. If they figure out I go by Nid, I'm done for. Dude, the Estonian government's coming for you. They're gonna get you on crimes against Estonia. Fuck. there? Okay. There's only the two. I feel like you're just like saying the word Estonia at this point, dude. I don't know. I just found Estonia funny. It's your new vocal stem. Dude, just wait. I'm gonna come back next stream speaking Estonian. Do you guys even have your own language? I don't fucking know. But I don't care. I'm gonna come back speaking it. Yo! We did it, fellas. 37 runs for a fucking pearl. Actually, probably more than that. But we fucking got it. We do? That's crazy. Give me some Estonian. Give me some Estonian that I could say that, like, isn't awful for me to say. Give me Estonian that is not an Estonian slur. Pearl? Yeah, we got one. We got one pearl in the pearl stream so far. Let's fucking go. How are the drop rates of this mod? Legendary drop rates are definitely a lot higher. Pearl drop rates are, they feel pretty good, honestly. The a-hole hog. I did not expect this to be a launcher. So this is like the Bastion something, or is it just the Bastion, or is it like Bastion Breaker or some shit from Redux? Or that's what it sounds like. Flat cannon with a chance to not consume and regenerate ammunition as it's fired. Yeah, oh yeah, it straight up is. That's a very goofy recoil on it. It goes on a fucking angle. Interesting. That's really cool. Give him a slur. Don't give me a slur. Hold on, let me Google translate this real quick, just so I have an idea of what the fuck I'm about to read aloud. Okay, so this apparently says the time for English is over. Only Estonian now. I'm gonna read it out first. And then I'll hit the button to have a Google read it, okay? Inglis kiel egg on labi enot isti kiel nude. And let's see how I did. I did horrible. I did awful, in fact. Let me... What's this one? And you better understand what I'm talking about, or you're not a real Estonian fan. Jasa parem moitsku misam ragin muidu sa a... Oh my god. Tow line. Straight up just says tow line, alright? That's tow line right there. Estefan. Lobby was pronounced kind of correct, but others not so much. Let's see. Dude, I love Estonia. Estonia #1. Can we get some Estonia #1 in chat? Can we get some Estonia love out here? All right, what else can I go farm? So maybe try to get one more. Let me look through here and see what's up. The bone marrow is cool. I do know the bone marrow. Stalker is also really nice. Really like the Stalker. God, there's so much shit here. I don't think any of this is new. Yeah, no, that's all the same stuff. There is the Sandhawk we could get. That is the actual, that's the SMG Sandhawk. Wings of the Firehawk. Okay, so this did have something new. Is there other things? I suppose it says Hotfoot Teddy, but that's not true. This might not be updated. If there is new stuff. Might have to do some more arms race at some point. That's Pandora. Promethea, I know Promethea has the Serpentine. Serpentine is cool. Contingency plan. Could also start going for the legacy stuff too. I don't know what that is. And then World Eater is the Bloodstarved Beast, which is very cool for that to be a pearl. Might go for the contingency plan. I want to know what that is. SMG Sandhawk? Yeah, Troy drops it. Ma is I. Yeah, start teaching me Estonian.
Welcome back to Who Wants to Bang a Bazillionaire, where
That was high tower, so we gotta go all the way over here.
lucky contestants fight
I'm actually gonna be able to go over there without completing this. Might not even be able to grab this. I don't know if I can make it into that area. Okay, I think I actually can. I think we're good. I do need to hit that save station. I did hit that save station. All right.
judgment from on high falls swift on Atlas traitors. This one's personal.
Got the fucking kick so hard. Wait, did I... Why did that not complete? Right, the carrier got buffed. I wonder if it actually did anything. It still feels kind of stinky. It still seems really stinky. Yeah, it still sucks ass. Unfortunate. Carrier's unfixable, it seems. Maybe you have to call all the deserters for it to complete? That may be correct. In Estonia, you can make a lot of funky additive words, words consisting of two words being combined. Like, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce what that is. Redux not overbuffing shitty weapons? Well, Redux does that. Rebalands, on the other hand. Zero be like, you upset my boyfriend, prepare to die. Or, excuse me, my bro friend. Yeah, okay, there it is. You have to kill all of them. You, yes, you will pronounce it incorrectly. This is your first lesson as my student. Okay, all right. Hold on, let me figure out what this says once again. I gotta be real careful. I'm not saying any Estonian slurs or casting Estonian dark magic, you know? I can never be too careful as a Twitch streamer.
Welcome back to Who Wants to Bang a Bazillionaire, where 4 lucky contestants fight battle.
Is Google Translate even gonna know what the fuck this is? Kind of. This doesn't seem like a slur. Okay. Suni pevana dalal opupi poparast lunavasimatis. I don't know, to be honest. So what dark magic did I just cast upon my family? Did I curse someone? Oh, I've not been up in my counter. We're probably at like 4. God, I fucking love Electricity. To this day, this is still one of my favorite fucking areas in this entire game. Franchise. This is just kind of what I wish Promethea was more like. I wish Promethea originally, you can see it in the files. Kilovolt was one supposed to be part of the main story. There's gonna be a main story boss, and 2, he was supposed to be at the top of a tower. Like you were going to mob up through this big fucking like skyscraper tower, and I wish we got to do that. Because God, just fighting through a big ass fucking skyscraper would have been so fucking cool. But that ended up getting scrapped. Means not tiredness of the weekend of the birthday party afternoon. Gotcha. That would have been pretty sick. That's what I wish. Like, Promethea is kind of disappointing to me. I think it's very cool in most of the execution, but I just think it could have been better. And again, having more, like, verticality to a lot of the maps. I think this map does it well, because it's very dense, and there is some verticality to it. But I wish we had an actual, like, full-on skyscraper to climb up and mob through. That would have been so fucking cool. And, like, Metroplex is also kind of neat. I do like how, like, spaghetti-like a lot of the pathways are. I like how there's a lot of things that overlap and go all around, and how many different paths and shit there is through it. I just wish there was, like, more. I just wish there was more Promethea. Promethea is cool. Both Electricity and Metroplex do cool things. I just want more. I want more cool things. More Promethea. I think that's the only reason that, like, I think that's legitimately the only reason that Eden 6 is seen as long, because Eden 6 isn't that long. It's just long compared to, like, the things that come before it. Like, after it, even, like, Pandora is about the same length as Eden 6, but there's so much shorter stuff leading up to Eden 6. I feel like if Promethea was longer, then... Oh, we got the thing. So that actually is a gun. The contingency plan. So that's like, that is the, conference hall stand, is this? Yeah. Oh! Wait a second. Conference call and recursion. Projectiles bounce between targets indefinitely and heal for a portion of the damage dealt. What the fuck, bro? Holy shit. Verticality can feel like shit because if you can fall down, you just have to run back up for like 3 minutes, but otherwise it can be done very well and feel awesome. Well, I think in BL, they'd have a pretty easy time doing it for the most part, just with, you know, save stations. If you fall down too far, just die. Let me get your song request in real quick. What was that? All right. Why is it a lot of convergence with the conference hall stin? That is the legacy guns are generally like combinations of 2 weapons. So that's why it has the CC skin. That didn't seem indefinite. It does seem pretty fucking good, though. God, this feels like it's gonna be crazy in a takedown. The accuracy feels... Oh, it's also got, like, Polybius projectiles. That's why the accuracy feels goofy, though. It goes out on, like, a line. Like a diagonal line on, like, a 45 or some shit. Seems pretty definite to me, yeah. Hybrids, got it. Yeah, this is like effectively a hybrid tier, but then there's also hybrids. It's kind of odd. Okay, let's keep looking around. We'll see if maybe going for something else. The Seeds of Faith. There's the RDS, which I don't know what that is. Kettle. I definitely want to go through and farm like all the pearls and all the legacies. I think we'll do one more legacy. Oh, good Juju dropped some Wendy. Interesting. And then this is the one that has the Enforcer, I believe. Yeah, Enforcer dropped some D-Gen. Alright, I think I want to go do the... I want to see what the Seeds of Faith is. How much longer are you going? I think I'm just going to grab the Seeds of Faith here, and then that'll be that. Which, I mean, given how long it took to get the contingency plan, let me... Farming for that seed. Damn, okay. That was kind of funny. Hey, you should have modded me. I'm super responsible with power, teehee. You know what? That's a great mod application. You're totally right. This is the worst. I need a new ogre, like, now. What the fuck? Buddy just fell apart. The fuck did I do to him? I have a feeling the, this plan here might be a little bit more nefarious than it's letting on. And I'm not talking about the assault rifle. Does that weapon have splash? I think so. It kind of looks like it does. Which makes me think that it's doing some eraser shenanigans. Yeah, I think it definitely does do splash. Well, no, because hold on. Even if it is... You know what? I don't think it is doing splash. I think it's just fucking... It's just duplicating through eraser straight up. Is probably what's happening. Because even if it is doing splash, I don't have any splash damage right now. So it wouldn't be double dipping the splash. I think it's just double dipping projectiles. Because if those are bouncing, that means those projectiles persist on hit. Any projectile that persists on hit can be duplicated because of how eraser works. Might just be goated with the sauce? Oh, I think it is. I think this is Zane's interfacer. Fuck the actual interfacer. This gun is broken in a good way. I think this is going to crash my fucking computer. Oh my god, it's a wait, it's literally fucking, oh my god. It's straight up the recursion thing. It is straight up doing the recursion thing. So yeah, it is duplicating with eraser. It's just a better version of the recursion. Hey, that rhymed. The quirked up white boy is in fact breaking it down sexual style while being goated with the sauce. That is true. It is fact. Fact checked by true Estonian patriots. Oh, dude, I didn't even notice the legacy thing has an icon on the map. That's kind of dope. So, Leech and Stink Pot. Eden's Mist attacks the nervous system of enemies, restoring your shield from 100% of the damage dealt. What is Stink Pot about that? I don't know what it's doing much. I mean, it kind of just seems like the Leech, no? I'm very confused. Or, no, the Leech... Leech did not... heal... Or the fucking Chupas heals health, right? This heals shield? Is that the difference? And it's Stink Pot because it's corrosive? And drains their health to the user. Okay, so yeah, that's life steal. This is shield steal. Interesting. So that's kind of fucking cracked with the bee shield. I went to Wendy's and the coworker was and the worker was arguing with another worker if Latvia was a real country. Well, what do you mean by real country? Define real, you know? It really depends. It's a matter of perspective when you really think about it. If it existed? Yeah, no, clearly Latvia doesn't. You ever seen a Latvian? I haven't. I've seen more Estonians than I've seen Latvians. That's actually not true. Wait, I used to be friends with a guy from Latvia. I used to personally know a guy from Latvia. I think he was lying to me, actually. I don't think that place is real. How much of your viewers are Latvian? I don't know. I've heard I'm pretty big in Latvia. I heard I'm the biggest Twitch streamer in Latvia. As the closest person to Latvia in this stream, it in fact is not real. That's what I was thinking. Thanks for confirming. I appreciate it. Need more fucking backpack space. There we go. So what's that go up to now? 65. Still not enough. XQC? Nah, Arachnica. Exactly. Dude, he's from fucking Quebec. You tell me he's fucking big in Latvia? I don't think they'd like him there. Alright. I think that's gonna do it for today, fellas. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out as always. I know that this was like, you know, it's supposed to be the Pearl stream, but I realized this kind of ended up being more so the Pearl prep stream. But now we're all prepped up and ready to go. Next stream, we'll be getting some more pearls. And then I don't know. We'll see where this playthrough goes after that. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out as always. This has been a damn good time. I can't wait for the glamour vid. It's happening. You know, it should be. I'm thinking about doing it soon. Like I said, I think it would be a fun follow-up to the flak one. You better be fluent in Estonian by next stream. I will be. Don't even fucking worry about it. All right. Have a good one, fellas. Have a fantastic rest of your day, evening, morning, night, whatever time it may be. And I'm going to go jerk my cock off onto the face of your mother.